call my OnStar. This is...
Oh shit, you call OnStar?
OnStar to the rescue.
I call OnStar. I call again. And I hear it ringing. And then there's this, we're sorry, there's no signal. I go, you're a fucking satellite. What the fuck you talking about? I call about 5, this can't be real. Because I'm doing this stuff and I'm trying to get out myself, but I know I got the OnStar to back my ass up, So now it's like 3 o'clock. It's starting to get cold up there. I had on a varsity jacket, but shorts, just like this. And I'm walking out. And I was way deep in there. So I'm walking out, and finally, like in a movie, I hear this engine. I'm looking up, and but it's some guy in a golf cart behind me. He's a fireman, a forest fireman, right? So
he's in a golf cart?
Listen to this. He's getting wood. He's got his wife in the seat and 5 fucking dogs. So I'm riding in the little bed of this golf cart on top of a cord of wood. And he says, you know how far you are before you would get to the houses that you saw? I don't know, like 5, 6 miles. More like 18 miles.
Holy shit!
So he's driving me, and I'm laying on my side with these fucking dogs in my face on this cord of wood, and I gotta ride like that for 18 fucking miles in a golf cart. All of a sudden, his phone rings, and they spot some guy starting a fire. So he like guns it. And I'm hanging out, god damn it, Fucking these fucking wood jabbing me, dogs licking me and shit, butts in my face. So we finally get to his place, and he says, here's the deal, I have to go see this fire, so you can go to the firehouse and call, because there's no cell phone, there's no nothing. If the fucking OnStar can't get to you, there's no fucking Verizon or nothing's going to work out there. So I call on the landline. He says, now I got to kick you out, lock the doors. And I call Justin. He's like 2 hours away from where I'm at. Because I'm way, if you're going up towards Cloudcroft and you cut off and there's, what is it, Upper
Canyon.
I don't know if it's
Road.
Canyon, Upper Pecos.
Upper Pecos Road.
Yeah. And that's why I went all the way up the top of the mountain, came all the way down. Okay. Now it's like, after walking out of there, it's like 5, 6 o'clock, and it's dark as shit. And this guy says, the guy that I'm fighting a fire with, his wife lives in this trailer, really nice lady, takes me in. I thought she wanted to fuck me. She's a little bit older than me, a little bit bigger than me. But she says, do you want to eat? And I'm like, no, I don't really. I'm just staying outside. Oh, no, you stay in here. I want your little dick in me. Blah, blah, blah. So, anyways, she turned out to be very, very nice. And I stayed there. Justin shows up about 8:30 at night. And everybody this guy that picked me up in the cart, he says, whatever you do, don't go looking for your truck tonight. Bad news. Lady, you don't want to go looking for your truck tonight. It's not, you don't want to do it, right? Here comes fucking Ranger Pierce. Pulls up. I says, listen, man, just take me back to Artesia. It's not a good idea. Oh, no, I came up here to get your truck, and that's what the fuck we're going to do. I go, I can't even tell you how to get to it. We drove around the fucking same thing 3 times. And it was funny because there was a herd of fucking deer, and we kept chasing them back. And then we'd come around again, and they get this way. I mean, I could just hear those deer. Here comes that dumb fucker again. Here it comes. Let's go run across. So he finally sees a reflection of my taillight. That's got to be like he's fucking Chinggis Cook, man. This fucking thing was like, wait a fucking. He goes, there it is. I go, where? He goes, right there. So what had happened was, you have to stop about 1,000, I'd say 50 or 1,000 feet, and you have to walk to my truck. Because if you drive, you can't turn around. You know what I'm saying? So we walk up, look at the truck, and my hands are frostbitten already from doing all this shit earlier, and I was cold. Now it's like 10 o'clock. He goes, well, let me back up my truck. Oh, fuck, Justy, let's just go. But this is something that's pretty funny. He says, why don't you just drive it down that ravine? Now, I just bought that black truck that I had. Just bought it. And he wants me to drive down a snow-covered, I don't know if there's boulders there, you know what I mean? I don't know what's that. I ain't fucking driving it down there. So, we go back, Justin gets stuck. He's got four-wheel drive. He's stuck. I got him stuck. Trying to back up. I back up into the embankment with the snow. He ends up pulling the plastic off of his bumper. He's so pissed. So here's the whole point of this whole thing is we're trying the same thing, digging out plants, putting them under his tires, you know? And it was just like, dude, it was like, you know how it's glazed. It was like kind of wet, you know, and just hard. And I mean, I would have thought I could have pushed it off, you know? Mm-hmm. So, now, mind you, the forest fire guy picked me up in that golf cart, right? And he gets called out on a forest fire, right? Now, we got 2 trucks where we're at. It's starting to get freezing, and he brought Amber with him. Oh, fucking dumb fuck. You know? So, he says, well, and we're on this little strip of ice, and he goes, well, I'm going to build a fire. How the fuck you going to build a fire? What are you going to build a fire for? I'll just build a little one. Well, what are we going to, it wouldn't even warm our fucking toes, you asshole. We're out here in the fucking, he says, well, I'm Indian. I know what I'm doing. I go, you're not lighting a goddamn fire. I go, I know you're a fucking lead logger and everything, but I am not going to be responsible for a fucking forest fire for the guy who saved my ass. You know, we'll get in the car. I got a full tank of gas. I got a 10-gallon gas can in there. You got gas because I put fucking $120 in your fucking car because I know you got gas. You know, I go, turn your goddamn truck on and sit there. It's going to warm you better than a stupid fucking little forest fire this big on a patch of ice. But what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to get warm with that? So he got all pissed off. That was the first time he's never been pissed off. He got all fucking, well, fuck you then. I go, Justin, Jesus Christ, use your head. You're the fucking smartest guy in the world in that fucking trailer, and you walk out and you want to start a forest fire. You want to start a fire that wouldn't even, we could set our balls on it and fucking toast marshmallows on our dicks, you know? I mean, he's talking about like this big. So he gets all mad and he says, let's give it one more try. He got unstuck. We hook up to my truck and he pulls it and it starts falling down the fucking ravine. I get out. And have any of you guys ever been sideways, totally sideways, and try to open your car door? Do you know how heavy those fuckers are? Uh-huh. I had no idea. I thought I was just going, I'm sitting there trying to get out. I got a leg out. I'm pushing to get the other leg out. I go, get the fuck out of here. He goes, all right. It's like 1 a.m. in fucking nowhere's land. I mean, lions and tigers and bears, oh my, you know what I mean? For real. That's what the lady said when I was walking. She said, you didn't have a sidearm or you didn't have a rifle with you? I go, no. She goes, I'm like, the fuck? It's a sunny day. It was pretty. I'm looking up there. I was in Tyrolean mood, you know what I mean? You know? So anyway.
Joyride.
I get back and Justin goes, well, you're going to stay at my house. Dude, I am fucking exhausted. I'm fucking frostbitten or close to it. I go, I'm not staying at your house. Plus, I got problems, bathroom problems. I go a lot, you know, stuff like that. I'm staying in a hotel. No, you're staying in my house. It was like one of these, fuck not! Take me to a hotel! Screamed at him. I go, pick me up in the morning. If you don't want to pick me up, I'll call somebody. You know, I'm not staying in anybody's fucking house. I want a hotel room. I want to dance naked, whatever the fuck that I gotta do. I want a hotel room. It's in Artesia. You can pick me up. So, this gets so good. So the next day he comes and picks me up. I call OnStar again from Artesia. Mr. Quillen, is there anything we can do? I go, yeah, I could have been eaten by a fucking bear. You assholes. How come I called you no signal? Oh, well, blah, 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 blah. So I explain the situation. I go, listen, I'm 2 hours away from where my truck is. I go, can you have a tow truck meet us there? Well, no, we can't do that. You have to go there and call us from there. I go, well, where would it be coming from if it was in Cloudcroft? Well, probably Alamogordo. All right, so we drive there. Call up OnStar again. I get a totally different person. I go through the whole fucking thing again, and so I go through that. Okay, we're sending the truck. So here's Justin and I. We're sitting at that little convenience store right when you come into Cloudcroft. It's that one right there. Mm-hmm. So we can see a little bit of the
something's coming up.
We're sitting there now. Mind you, we told this guy it's on a mountain deal. Oh wait, yeah, it's on a mountain deal. Can't do it. So when I called OnStar, I'm sorry, the second time, and told them where everything was and everything, and they called me back and says, well, we can't send a tow truck there. We can't offer you service. I go, just pay like $318. What do you mean? You can't get a signal to me. You can't do. Now you're telling me you can't. No, it has to be a paved surface. I go, well, who the fuck gets stuck on a paved surface unless it's a flat tire? So what happens is at the end of all of these calls to OnStar, now let's say I'm talking to somebody in Colorado. Well, whatever their phone system is kicks it over to somewhere else in New York or something, and they have to give you a courtesy call back. So this guy calls up, has no idea what they just fucked me in the ass way hard. Then this guy calls up and goes, Mr. Quillen, how's everything? Is everything going good? I go, who is this? He goes, this is Joe from OnStar. I go, are you fucking kidding me? And he goes, no, what's the problem? I go, you know what? You guys are the most useless $300 I fucking spent. I get stuck in the mountains, I call you, your satellite can't reach me, right? I finally get that all fucking taken care of, call you the next day, you send me there, and then you tell me, you send the tow truck, and then you tell me that, oh, you're not on a paved road, I go, Jesus Christ. I go, do you like Bruce Lee movies? Because you're about to be the bad guy in a fucking Bruce Lee movie, because I'm going to come over and beat your ass. Well, have a nice day, Clint. So here comes the tow truck that they're not going to pay for. And I see it coming up the road, and dude, I'm looking at it, and Justin looks at it and goes, oh, that's not going to work. That's like 20,000-pound truck to pull rigs, We're on a road this big. The guy comes out of the tow truck dressed, country beautiful thing with nice pressed creased jeans and boots, and his girlfriend in the car. They're going to a picnic after they. I go, first of all, Justin goes, well, I'm going to tell you the truck's not going to work. Well, let's just give it a shot. And he's gassing up. He's got to put at least $100 worth of gas in it. His gas, not mine. And his girlfriend's standing there, and I go, dude, it's up a mountain. And he goes, oh, that's all right. I go to Justin as we're driving. I go, I'll bet you within 5 miles those lights start flashing. Well, he made it all the way to where we had to do it. But again, you'd have to back that thing up. And he goes up. We walk to the truck. Comes back. Well, I can't do it. See you later. Off he goes. Me and Justin are looking at each other. I go, do we got to pay for anything? We didn't pay for anything. He just wanted to book out with his girlfriend, right? I'm going, Jesus Christ. I go back into Cloudcroft. Dude, I call this other guy who's local in Cloudcroft. Well, I can't do anything till, I think this was a Sunday, or Monday. I can't do anything till really Wednesday. You see, my wife's coming into El Paso, and we're kind of having a little honeymoon type thing, Swear to God, dude. I'm going to Justin. Listen to this. I'm sorry, what did you say? Well, my wife and I, we kind of had a fight, and she left out. She's coming back, and we're like, this is perfect. Just perfect. So he's out. So I called the Alamogordo guy back. Can you send a smaller truck? No, we can't. I go, you know what? Take me fucking home. Let's go home. It's going to have to stay there. As we were coming out, we saw the guy that rescued me the first time. Okay? And he says, listen, I can't do anything today or tomorrow because he's got to check hot spots for that fire that he was fighting up there. But he says, I'll pull you out. I got a tractor. You know, he's got to drive the tractor 18 miles to get where I'm at, right? So he says, I'll pull you out, you know. So we get over there the day that he was available, me and I took Curtis with me. He says, he looks at me and goes, I just got to see how much of a dumb fuck you really are driving all the way out there, you know. He says, I'll take it because I just got to see, you know. And sure enough, man, he goes, here? I go, no, it's a little further here. The road's going like this, you know. So anyways, the guy comes out, he hooks onto my truck. He starts pulling it, and it starts doing the same thing. As he's pulling it, swinging down that ravine, you know? And I'm like, God damn it. We tried a couple other times, and he looks at me and he goes, why don't you just drive it down there and see if it works? I go, isn't that full of shit? He goes, I don't think so. Drove it right out. Could have drove it out that fucking night. After 4 fucking days, I drove that motherfucker right out. Just down the ravine and into that, where that 1,000 yards where that road was. Well, you know, the snow was kind of melting and shit. I thought it'd get stuck. So I called Justin, hey, guess what? Because he's all pissed off at me. I go, we drove the truck down just like you wanted to. Just like you wanted to. That's what we did.
He was right all along.
Dude, I was so fucking pissed. That was the worst fucking Ford. And then I'm telling him, you what? I go, man, I'm stuck in the mountains. I go, I'm home, but I don't have a truck to work. Well, how long is it going to take? I don't know. He called up the next day. No, they're still stuck.
So how many days was that?
It was like 4 days.
It's like 4 days.
Yeah, it's 4 days. It was
What a fucking
joyride in the mountains turned
I've
into
heard this
40.
story from Justin's version, and now I'm hearing it from yours. It's pretty freaking funny.
Just
I know. I've never seen Justin get so riled up.
Oh, he told me he was so pissed.
he was pissed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told him, I says, I don't give a fuck who you are, fucking Cochise Indian fucking spirit. You ain't lighting a goddamn fire here. I go, I'm not going to let it happen, Justin. I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to let it happen. I was so pissed off.
I can just see this conversation.
Oh, yeah, because we never had a loud word toward each other ever, me and Justin. I said, you're not going to start a little bullshit fucking fire.
You know, they're in the mountains. It's probably 30 degrees
It's
right now.
pitch dark.
And dark. And they're lighting up.
Pitch dark.
Lighting a fire.
Oh, God, I want to kick
I
his
think
ass.
what got Justin's goat the most was after the fact, because he told you, why don't you just drive one out? That's the first thing he said.
Just like you said, right now,